let's talk MacBook Pro. Hey everyone, Sean X Tech here, and today we're talking about the MacBook Pro. Without any hardware releases at WWDC this year, we're expecting Apple to show up with new Macs later this year, possibly at the fall keynote event, where the iPhone usually takes center stage. So let's go over some of the improvements that are expected to happen, and some many would like to see. Arguably, the most important component of a laptop is its keyboard, and the butterfly mechanism currently used in the MacBook and MacBook Pro line has been plagued with users reporting unresponsive keys due to the ability for dust to get into the mechanism. Apple has since released a statement and a program for current MacBook Pro users to have their keyboards repaired. But here's to hoping that the next generation models will assess this issue. The next big item on the list is the display, which currently maxes out at a vertical resolution of 1800 on the 15-inch model. But if Apple can raise that resolution up to about 2200, then they can bring true 4K resolution to the MacBook Pro, which would be a big hit for Pro users, especially for video editing, where resolution really matters the most. One feature that seems underutilized in the current generation models is the touch bar. So it would be nice to see Apple bring more attention to this feature and maybe provide some newer functionality. In some cases it provides unique functions, but in others it just duplicates functions that are already available on screen. Another welcome addition would be Face ID in order to access your computer, but this seems unlikely since Touch ID was just recently introduced into the model. Apple's next generation MacBook Pro is also set to adopt Intel's new generation Coffee Lake processors, candidates for which would include a quad-core processor for the 13-inch MacBook Pro, with recent Geekbench scores popping up of single-core score of 4448 and a multi-core score of 16,607, and this is all with 16GB of RAM, which is twice that of current models. The 15-inch MacBook Pro, on the other hand, could step up to a processor with 6 cores, which has current Geekbench scores, a single-core score of 4902 and a multi-core score of 22316, and all of this with 32GB of RAM, which is also double what we've seen before, leaving behind some quite impressive results. In terms of the lineup, there isn't much expected to change, and the prices are likely to stay the same as well, especially with the expected performance enhancements and hardware upgrades. The ports are expected to stay the same as well, with 4 USB-C ports and 1 headphone jack. And we can expect Apple to deliver on battery life despite all these feature improvements. All in all, there are several improvements that could elevate the MacBook Pro line in 2018. Although the Geekbench scores are not always reliable, they do paint a picture of what we could see in future MacBook iterations. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see in the next MacBook Pro.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see my last video, click the annotation in the lower left. If you want to see more in the future and keep up to date with the channel, click the annotation in the bottom right to subscribe. I'm Sean X Tech, and I hope to see you next time.